Hi, I'm Thilo and I would like to constantly improve my English speaking skills. And for that, I just need to speak. That's why I record these podcasts or videocasts, and therefore I always try to find a topic that I can talk about. I'm not a professional in English teaching, and I don't claim for myself to deliver everything in correct grammar, intonation, and spelling. I just want to share my experiences on my way to learn English with you, and I just want to speak to practice it. Today is also May 25, 2022, and we are on episode 3. This is the second episode I record on this day, and I want to talk about my main approach to improve my English. When I look up topics for the podcasts I want to talk about, I sometimes come up with some that I can talk about for a while. But often I just want to practice certain passages in conversation situations. But these are sometimes not enough for a whole podcast. My main approach to learn English, however, is to recapitulate situations in which I couldn't think of the appropriate English words, phrases, or sentences. In this case, I write down what I would have liked to say in this situation afterwards and try to remember. Often it is about the correct use of tenses. For example, I had a situation in which I would have liked to say the following in a round on the subject of decisions. Before I start, you should know that the term yellow and red layer refers to a specific model image, but that isn't relevant for this. So, I wanted to say, until now, I've assumed that in this circle, only decisions are made about solutions for the yellow layer. And so I've been fine with this circle so far, especially because I was able to assess the decisions myself. Now I have to assume that here also decisions are made about which applications should be used in the red layer. That changed the game because there is a crucial difference between solutions in the yellow layer and in the red layer. Solutions in the yellow layer are usually new and additional solutions that improve or simplify existing processes. And it was said that these solutions can be taken, but by other units if they help, not that they have to be taken. Red layer solutions are usually established solutions that are linked to processes in the respective houses. This means that we don't just talk about change a solution, we speak about change an established process. And this can have a massive impact on existing processes. Making such decisions about changing established processes without involving professional colleagues is, in my eyes, highly critical. Especially since the decisions are usually accompanied by or combined with the announcement that from now on only this solution is to be used and all others are to be stopped. As head of digitization, I can't assess the impact of such decisions without the support of the departments. This means that I will rightfully encounter a lot of criticism in the departments if I'm present in a meeting where decisions are made about such solutions for which I can't really assess the effects. Sorry, but it goes further than that because these decisions are usually accompanied by the call for additional budget. This completely ignores the existing business and midterm planning processes in our houses and is also beyond my decision-making competence. This was what I would have liked to say in this special appointment, and this is my way to recapitulate this afterwards. So I write it down and try to build up sentence in a way where I'm able to use it in the next time, and so I try to remember this, and I repeat this sentence so that it's available for the next time, and so that I can retrieve it. In this particular case, I was struggling with how to express the decisions, how to express that decisions are made or have been made. This is kind of a tense. Therefore, I have especially practiced the passage, decisions are made. So in German, it's not so easy to use this term, but yes, in present, decisions are made, and I also practice the tenses such as past, for example, decisions were made. So I have already worked out some notes and smaller exercises for myself as just shown, but these alone are not enough for a podcast of a certain length. And I would like to combine the content of the podcast with my notes, but in the end, it should somehow be around story and not just a random string of small units. So I don't know yet how to realize this in order to offer an added value for me and the listeners in this pod and videocast. But for me, my main personal goal is to keep on speaking, and this goal is already achieved when I record these podcasts. No matter what topic I'm speaking about, it's just that I speak English and train speaking English. So I'm not quite sure in which direction will this the content of this content go. Maybe the key is to have more explanations of the notes, what I didn't of the notes I made, explanations about what I didn't know in a certain situation, and what I learned afterwards, so that I share my learnings with the audience. Let's see if maybe it will evolve in this direction. I also have a lot of handwritten notes that I would like to use for the podcast. I made these notes especially during my time in Sweden. I will show you this here in this screen. Here you see my personal notes. These are notes which I made on my iPad. It makes a lot of fun for me to write with the pencil directly into my iPad. And here, for example, I recapitulated a situation where I'm not able to express exactly that I will attend the meeting. Here you see a difference between I will attend the meeting or I will take part in the discussion. This is something, for example, what I learn afterwards when I engage myself with the word I missed in the certain situation. And here also I looked up for the difference between pride and proud. I pride myself on going the step to Malmö. I'm very proud of myself to went to Malmö, and so on. These are my notes. This was also interesting. The word perceive, receive and perceive. So we often don't know how other people perceive us. We are often uncertain, confused, or even completely unaware of what we project. Project is also a word I didn't know. I can't think at this specific moment. And so I make notes afterwards to recapitulate this situation. And yes, I have a lot of this notes. And I really think about how can I put this into this cast to get value from me and for you as listeners. And I'm not quite sure, but yes, the main goal is to speak English and to maybe it will go in a direction where I only ramble for myself in English, but I'm not quite sure in which direction it will go. So yes, that's for this episode on the topic. No, this is not correct. On the topic, my main approach to improve my English. And be curious what the next topic will be. Your Thilo.